Recording!
Oh, I thought you said, who am I?
No, I know who I am. Hi, Jeremy Chambers, Independence Acres Homestead here. Today we got a visit from the Amazon man and he brought something that we were looking forward to. What is it? So the item we were looking forward to in our Amazon delivery today was some new filter elements for our Berkey water filter system that we have back here. We've got a couple comments about this, wondering what the heck is this thing. People that come to our house, they go everywhere from, well, we have people say, oh, you guys drink a lot of coffee. That's a big coffee pot, a big percolator. But it's not. It's a water filter. It's a Big Berkey is the model name, made by Berkey, actually straight from England. Jolly old England! Anyway, it's actually a very high quality water filtration system, and actually it's sold as a water purification system. The filters that it originally came with are these black purifying filters, good for removing lead, arsenic, heavy toxic metals. It'll even pull food coloring out of water, so it's, you know, pretty high-end stuff. But they're also very expensive. So, as you probably know from watching some of our previous videos, especially our intro video, we got into homesteading mostly with the idea of prepping, right, for emergency scenarios. And that's pretty much where this guy came into play. We wanted to be able to make sure we always had a way to have pure water to drink no matter what may have happened. So it's great. We can go out into the pond, grab a bucket full of water, pour it in here, and it'll come out clean as a whistle and 100% drinkable and healthy, right? So that's the main reason why we purchased this thing. But as the years went on here at the homestead, we do have a well. So our well water, it's well, it's typical well water. It's got some iron and minerals in it, so it gets a little sulfury sometimes during the year. So we brought out the Berkey, and my goodness, it took our well water from a 1 to a 10 in no time. It's pretty amazing how quickly our concept of the quality of our water changed once we run it through this guy. But like I said, the filters, while they are very good and you can clean them and remove some of the sediment from the outside of the filter, they're just expensive to replace. So we're holding on to the black filters in order to have those in case, well, you know, things ever happen and we don't have power for a few days and we need to be filtering rainwater or pond water or other kinds of water to drink. So, we decided to look for some ceramic filters. Now, there's another company very similar to Berkey that sells filters. Actually, filtering systems very similar to this, with the stainless steel containers with a double reservoir. So we got the upper reservoir. The filters are attached to the bottom of the upper reservoir, and then the lower reservoir to hold the filtered water. And that other company is Doulton, and it is another British brand. And so I began to read some reviews on their ceramic filter candles, and come to find out these things do a great job at removing bacteria, removing rust and off flavors. And when we switched over to these ceramic filters, we actually noticed no difference in the flavor or the quality of our water. Now, I wouldn't use these for purification, but these are going to be great for reducing that suspended particulate load that we have in our well water. So we bought a set. Oh my goodness, how long ago was that? First set, I think it was
Probably
8 years?
Yes.
7 or 8 years ago we bought our first set. That's it's a long time. We've been running off of one filter set for almost 7 years now. And like I said, they're not expensive. The Berkey filters, filter elements, they usually run up to $120 for a pair. But these ceramic filters, they cost right around $45 a pair. So getting 7 years out of $45 worth of filters definitely was worth it. Now, like I said, because we have a heavy sediment load, it is one of those things where we have to pull the filter out on a regular basis, scrub it down, which is pretty easy to do. We just have a dedicated scrubby, and we'll clean it and slap the filters back in there, load it up, and it's good to go. But over the last few months, we've noticed that the filters just are not performing and filtering as quickly as we'd like them to. So we decided it was time to replace them. And this is what we went with. And this is once again, same brand again. And if you've got a Berkey, but you're kind of gun shy of the cost of replacing those filters, and you're not dealing with heavy metals or arsenic or lead in your water, then this is a great alternative. The Doulton filter candle, ceramic candle filter, ceramic water filter candle. Yeah, something like that. Ceramic water filter candle. It's hard to read it backwards. I'm gonna go ahead and get these things slapped in here, but this is just an FYI. That you could even go ahead and purchase some of these filters and make a gravity drip filter like this with some 5-gallon buckets to have around your house. Use food grade buckets, drill a couple holes. They come with the gaskets and everything you need to make them pretty good drip filter system. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing torn apart, show you what our filters look like now, and it's not for the faint of heart. So look away if this is something that you might not want to see what it is that we're filtering out of our water. All right, let's get this taken off. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and pull the lid off here. Pretty simple. Now, Shelly didn't know I was gonna be filming this today, or that the filters were gonna be here today, so she filled it full of water. So it's a little heavy right now. There's about 3 gallons of water in here. So, I am just gonna go ahead and pour it out. Oh well. All right, so this is what we're dealing with here. So you can see, nice, beautiful stainless steel, right? But then we turn to the inside, and this is what these filters are removing from our water. Yeah, see, look at that. Oh yeah. So this is gonna need a good scrubbing, but it's really easy to replace these filters. We're just gonna unscrew the base of the filter here. Oh, it's slimy. So previously, ooh, that's really nasty. All right, and this is why we filter our water, folks. All right, so this is the kind of stuff that we're filtering out. There's nothing wrong with it, but that's what it's taking out of our water, and we don't want to be drinking this necessarily. So this is why we have a filter. But these things have been here, like I said, 7 years, so it's time to replace them. And we're gonna get these filters out. I'm gonna scrub this out. I'll show you how we install the new candles, and then we'll get it filled back up. So before we actually install the ceramic candle filter element, we're gonna prep it by rinsing off the outside of it in order to just remove any extra dust that's on here. And then we actually need to prime the filter. And to prime the filter, we're going to apply the tip of the spout right here, which is where the water comes out as it's filtered. We're going to put this right underneath the faucet right here and kind of flush some water into it. And what this does, it just saturates the charcoal inside so that it will actually begin to pull the water. It'll actually begin to pull the water out of the upper reservoir through the filter and into the lower reservoir.
Do you want me to show that?
Fine. Ta-da! See, so we're just pushing up there, getting some water down into the filter itself. All right, and just a few seconds. Doesn't take long to prime it. And then install the filters into the upper reservoir. now that we have it all put together, we're going to fill it up and we're going to let the first 2 batches of water flow through, and we're going to discard it just to allow it to wash out any dust or particulates that might be inside of the filter, so that you're not drinking that out of the water in your lower reservoir here. So as I said, the capacity of the upper reservoir here is right around 3 gallons. So this will last us most of the day once it gets filtered. Finish filling this, let 3 gallons of water flow through, dump that, do another 3 gallons, dump that, and then we should be ready to start drinking. Hope you found this video on the Big Berkey water filter somewhat beneficial. If you're curious about the Big Berkey, we'll go ahead and put a link in the description for to take you directly to the Berkey USA website that can give you some more information about it and where you can buy one. And then the information for the Doulton, the Royal Doulton ceramic filters will be in the link of the description. That'll take you directly to the Amazon page where you could purchase them if you're interested in getting some for your Big Berkey if you already have one. If you found this video informative and helpful, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. And I want to send a special thanks and shout out to Shelly, my beautiful camera woman for the evening. Yay! Thanks so much for joining. And until next time, God bless.